For decades, we've been bombarded with conflicting information about eggs. Are they a breakfast superfood, or should we avoid them because they'll clog our arteries? It's no wonder so many people are left feeling confused about whether eggs are good or bad for their heart health. But what if I told you that much of what you've heard might not be entirely accurate? In today's video, we're going to crack open the truth about eggs and heart disease, diving deep into the science, exploring key studies, and clearing up the confusion once and for all. Before we get started, I want to ask, have you ever been told to avoid eggs because of your cholesterol? Or maybe you've heard that dietary cholesterol and saturated fats are the main causes of heart disease? These messages have been repeated for years, but recent evidence suggests we might have been looking at the wrong culprits all along. Today, many doctors and scientists are questioning whether these long-held beliefs about cholesterol and heart disease are truly accurate. And guess what? Eggs are right in the middle of this debate. Let's start with a major paradox that has been baffling researchers for years. It's called the French paradox. Despite a diet rich in butter, cheese, and other high-fat foods, the French have significantly lower rates of heart disease than many other countries, including the United States. If saturated fats and cholesterol were the real villains, how could this be possible? Similarly, consider the famous 2004 Rotterdam Study. Researchers found that participants who consumed foods traditionally labeled as bad cholesterol foods, like eggs, butter, and liver, actually had lower rates of heart disease. Surprising, right? The very foods we've been warned about might actually help reduce calcification in the heart and keep our arteries healthy. In fact, did you know that 50% of people who suffer heart attacks don't even have elevated cholesterol levels? That's right. Half of the people experiencing heart attacks have cholesterol within the recommended range. And some studies even suggest that people with higher cholesterol may live longer. A study from 1992 found that individuals with low cholesterol had an increased risk of dying from gastrointestinal and respiratory diseases. Low cholesterol wasn't just harmless, it was predictive of higher mortality rates. Think about it. Have you ever wondered why your doctor focuses so much on your cholesterol levels but never mentions the quality of your cholesterol? It's a critical piece of the puzzle that often gets overlooked. What really matters is how healthy that cholesterol is. You see, cholesterol in itself isn't the problem. The issue arises when it becomes oxidized. This happens when cholesterol particles are damaged by free radicals, unstable molecules that wreak havoc on cells and tissues. These free radicals can come from smoking, poor diet, or environmental toxins. When cholesterol becomes oxidized, it's more likely to accumulate in artery walls, forming plaque deposits, causing the arteries to narrow, and eventually leading to a condition called atherosclerosis. This can set the stage for heart disease. Instead of just focusing on cholesterol levels, we need to shift the conversation toward cholesterol quality, specifically, how to prevent oxidation. And that's where eggs come back into the picture. Let's look at the science behind eggs and cholesterol. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition tested the impact of eating eggs on cholesterol levels in overweight individuals. The researchers divided the participants into two groups. Both groups followed a carbohydrate-restricted diet, but one group added 3 eggs per day to their meals. What did they find? Both groups improved their health by reducing their risk of metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions like high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and increased belly fat that raises the risk of heart disease. But here's the exciting part. The group that ate 3 eggs per day also improved their HDL levels, which is the good cholesterol. HDL helps transport excess cholesterol from your bloodstream to your liver, where it can be processed and eliminated. So not only did the egg eaters not harm their heart health, but they actually improved it. That's some impressive research, right? But let's take a step back. You might be asking, why are eggs so good, and are there any downsides? Don't worry, we're going to cover it all. First, it's important to understand that eggs are a nutritional powerhouse. In fact, they're often referred to as a complete food, because they contain nearly every essential vitamin and mineral our bodies need. Let's break down some of the standout nutrients found in eggs. High-quality protein. Eggs provide all 9 essential amino acids, making them an excellent source of protein for muscle growth, tissue repair, and overall health. Healthy fats. Eggs contain beneficial monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which support brain function and hormone production. Omega-3 fatty acids. These are crucial for reducing inflammation, supporting brain health, and lowering the risk of heart disease. Choline. Eggs are one of the best natural sources of choline, which is essential for brain health, particularly during pregnancy. Lutein and zeaxanthin. These powerful antioxidants protect against eye diseases like macular degeneration and cataracts. If that nutrient profile isn't impressive enough, eggs have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't cause blood sugar spikes, a major win for those concerned about diabetes and heart health. What should you do if you want to enjoy the health benefits of eggs while avoiding potential problems? First off, it's important to choose the right kind of eggs. Not all eggs are created equal. Studies show that pasture-raised and free-range eggs have significantly higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, vitamin E, and other essential nutrients compared to eggs from caged hens. Why? Because pasture-raised hens roam freely, forage for diverse natural food, and live healthier, stress-free lives. Meanwhile, caged hens are confined in small spaces, fed commercial feed, and deprived of natural sunlight and movement. This not only affects their health but the quality of the eggs they produce. When you're at the grocery store, look for labels that say, pasture-raised, or free-range. Sure, they might be a little more expensive, but the nutrient benefits are worth it. Plus, it's an easy change you can make today that will have long-term benefits for your heart and overall health. I remember a time when I used to avoid eggs like the plague. I was so worried about my cholesterol levels that I cut them out of my diet completely. But after diving into the research, I realized that I was actually missing out on one of nature's most nutrient-dense foods. I added eggs back to my diet, and not just any eggs, but pasture-raised ones. My cholesterol levels improved, and I felt more energized. It was eye-opening to learn that eggs weren't the enemy I once thought they were. If you've been avoiding eggs out of fear, I hope this information reassures you. The truth is, eggs can be a part of a heart-healthy diet when consumed the right way. Let's recap what we've learned today. The long-held belief that eggs are bad for your heart has been thoroughly challenged by recent research. Studies show that dietary cholesterol and saturated fat are not the main causes of heart disease. Oxidation and inflammation are the real culprits. Eggs, when consumed in moderation and from the right sources, can actually be good for your heart. They're nutrient-dense, packed with high-quality protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins and minerals. Here are 3 simple steps you can take to maximize the benefits of eggs. 1. Choose pasture-raised or free-range eggs for higher nutrient content. 2. Opt for healthier cooking methods, such as poaching or boiling, which don't require harmful oils. 3. Avoid vegetable oils when cooking. Instead, use heat-stable options like coconut oil to prevent cholesterol oxidation. If you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you been avoiding eggs? Or are you ready to embrace them for a healthier heart? We'd love to hear your story.